Alright, so the queue popped for Castrum Marinum, and I am excited and scared at the same time because it's a crazy fight. We see all of our party members running up some metal stairs. We have a boat in a dock. This is it, the Emerald Weapon, says Gaius. And we do see the Emerald Weapon in just this wide open... I've been expecting you, hero of Eorzea, says Rex. He's piloting said Emerald Weapon. It floats into the air. Look, Father, this is the power that we command. Mark 5 Anti-Icon War Machina, the Emerald Weapon. It's floating in the air. It looks very similar to the Emerald Weapon from Final Fantasy VII, if you've ever seen that before. And I'm on White Mage. I was looking for the appropriate food here. I might have to go crit. Where's a good crit? I'll do this one. Here we go. We got Warrior being main tank, it looks like, with a Gunbreaker being off. Emerald Shot, I think, is it's a tank buster. And from what I saw in the video I watched from Demon Slayer Games, it's pretty hard, but tank's doing fine. This is a rotational thing, so we actually... Oh, plus the circle. Okay, so the circle's going to expand into a donut. You want to rotate, it's going to do that a couple times. So do that, get inside the donut. We're good. It keeps expanding the ring outward. I think it only does it twice. We'll have to find out. Somebody doesn't remember this fight. Okay. Raising Karuto Wolf, which is that one? Okay, I got the other one then. I got myself and an Astrologian here. Okay, so this is going to be a fun one. So these two are going to come together. These two are going to knock each other apart because they're the same charge. See those circles moved out? If you don't know this fight, you're going to suck at it. So that's why Karuto Wolf has died twice now. Optimized Ultima will be an unavoidable AoE damage. I healed too soon, sadly. Fine. Okay, side crash is going to make one side of the room tough. And then you want to get close to this circle. Guys, come on. Fucking. We got one tank. We should just fucking wipe it, guys. Come on. Let's just, guys, come on, let's just fucking wipe it. Come on, let's just wipe it. Come on, guys. Are we still doing this? Go. Let's go, boys and girls. I'll put the headshot back on to get rid of. Put regen on the tank here. Emerald shot the tank buster. Easy heal. Okay, so once again, we're gonna get 3 bombs. 2 of them will either have the same. Okay, they have the same, so we're gonna stack right here. Because we'll be pushed away from each other. The same charge is going to repel each other, just like with magnets, whatever. Optimize Ultima, unavoidable AoE. Heal up right after, no problemo. We have one side. Yep, here we go. Come on. Oh, who's got a? Is there a fucking mech warrior down there for some reason? Ooh. Awesome. Good job, guys. Okay, we got a rotation again. We got to get out of the circle though. Let's get out of the circle first, and then into the donut. We're gonna do that again in a second here. Out of the circle, into the donut. We'll res in a second here. We'll res. Gotta keep up. Gotta keep up. The fucking beam is moving, baby. It's okay, Ninja. I got you. We got you. You already got it? Shit, I just wasted my fucking... I'll give you a... There you go. Tank Buster coming. It also hits some random players. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, Magitech Magnetism again. Let's find the 2 bombs that are close to each other. They're like right over here. Oh. Plus and plus. Okay, go, 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 go. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Good job, guys. Good job. You're out of it. Look at that. Beautiful. And then spread out. We're going to get some line attacks coming here. They're going to target every, well, 3 party members, so just kind of get out of them. I'm already going to start moving, just to make sure I'm out of them. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, we got some hands. Hands are gonna shoot some orbs. Orbs are fucking crazy. So you wanna stand between some orbs here, because they're gonna come to the center. It sucks balls a lot. And they're gonna go to the center, then they're gonna go to the other side. The boss is targetable, so you can't keep DPS, you just gotta make sure you're looking out for the balls. Stack. We gotta. Shit. You're gonna be knocked back. Knocked somewhere. We're gonna have. I think we're gonna have a DPS battle here because. I gotta play this. I didn't even notice that. Magnetism. Look for the 2 bombs that are closest to each other. We got. Here and here, it looks like. They're probably going to be pushed apart because they always seem to be. The video said they could be opposite charges, which means they would go together, but that I've never seen it. Like, it didn't happen in the video. Optimize Ultima is going to be AoE damage here, so let's heal right afterwards. Get some mana back too. Not that I need it, but we're going to get it. Tank damage coming in here. Get a couple tier 1s on you. Ain't no thing. There we go. A little late, but used it. you'll get knocked around, you can't control yourself, and so it looks like kind of like got thick shoulder wings. Not even you can beat the Empire's finest, activating Oversoul. Balesar combat data ready. Initiating organic core override. Rex closes his eyes, he knows what's coming. Ali, Alfonse, this is goodbye! He slams his fist down the control panel. Rex, what have you done? Says Gaius. And the thick-winged looking kind of mech bot humanoid form, like thick legs. What is the meaning of this? Wait, that glow. We see a golden image of Balesar. We see... Bear witness to the glory of the Empire, says the Black Wolf's image. We have 6 floating golden swords. The landscape has been transformed into this. This is Werelit at the time of the invasion. Could the synthetic Orosite be causing this? We see like blue flames coming up beneath. So 6 floating swords on either side of this guy. We have a reset of... Yeah, so we're going to have Divide at Impera is going to target everybody. We're going to heal the tank through this a little bit here. And heal a little bit. So like, yeah, line attacks target everybody. Like really thin cones, really. These people with pushback, they want to not be pushed back into the circles. That guy's probably going to be. Yeah, so that sucked for him. So if everybody, this is going to create a lot of cross shit. We're all going to have a hard time getting... I think I'm in it. I'm in one. Fuck, we're fucked, aren't we? Go away, spammers. Oh, it only gets worse from here, baby. The circular AoEs are going to cause some crosswise patterns, so we're going to get out of, like, the one that was created first. Sucks, guys. It only gets worse. So let's see if we can continue this. We'll find out here in a second. Okay, let's see if I can keep a tank alive here. I thought I just... Didn't I just... Okay, so we have... Forward, says the Black Wolf. We gotta kill him. He's gonna have a bunch of these soldiers pop up on the sides. They're all gonna congeal in a second here. So we want to stand where they're not. So they're gonna move. So we got here. We got here. Oh, that was fucked. That was tough. Okay, we got another thing dancing here. So we're gonna go left and then left again. Guys, come on. Stack with me here. Okay. The Black Wolf disappears. I'm going to give you a shield here in a second. Don't go too far. Optimize Ultima is going to be AoE damage here. Heal through it. Yeah, you don't want to res. There's no getting out of it, though. It fucking happens. Don't worry about it. So, if you have the knockback... Oh, this is going to be the thing again. Okay, so we got cross there, cross there, cross there. So I want here first. I'm gonna move into the place that... Okay, it's tough. It's like you gotta be fucking immediate. It's so hard to explain this shit to people, right? Wait, how did I die? I was out of the... Was I in like some kind of cone attack? Wait, what? What did I get knocked back from? Was I in the... We're dead, guys. This is not happening. Don't stand in my line. Don't stand in my line. There you go. Good boys. I'm gonna get hit by this, but I can't. Yeah, I don't have enough fucking mana. I can't. I don't think this guy can solo it, but I'm interested in seeing it. Okay, he just ran and died. That's fun. Hey, we don't have to restart session. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's try it again. I'm gonna remove my standing where I stand is not gonna do anything anymore. Just don't stand in bad. And then if you have your knockbacky thingy, you guys don't want to be knocked back. There you go. You don't want to be knocked into a circle. That's pretty much the gist of it. This part sucks, but we can like kind of cheese it a little bit. Where's it good? Where's it good? Where's it good? Where's it good? Wait, why can't I? Here we go. Okay, we got, so that's the first, that's the third. Okay, this is, so we're gonna move into, shit, I don't know. Yeah, we can move center, awesome. It's rough, but it can be done. The Belsa part's the most fun part, man. I'm gonna get you. Okay, now we're gonna stack on me, alright? That's not bad, guys, not bad, not bad. Shit, fuck, I wasn't looking. My bad. I don't think stacking on me anymore is going to do anything, so it's not the phase for that. Optimize Ultima, I'm going to press my heal AoE right after, because it takes some time to go off. The Optimize, not my heal. Well, my heal takes some time to obviously go off. This is it, guys. We got this. We got this. The Est thing, what's that one? I can't remember. Okay, so look for... Okay, so that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. So 1, boom. I got you, baby. I got you. Okay. Get a heal on you. X, B, heal on you. I I got a res on my... There you go, baby. I got you. Yeah, baby. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Woo! And the golden emerald weapon ceases to be animated. All those swords, those 6 floating sword hand thingies fall, as does the emerald weapon face down. Now emerald again, no longer golden. Woo! Can I get a player combination on my fellow? Yeah, you go, baby. You earned that. You earned that, baby. I received like 6 commendations because I helped tell them what the fuck was going on. Good shit. Good stuff. Alright. And so it ends, says Gaius. But why would Rex throw away his life for this? For this? You are right. If I am ever to learn the truth, I must concentrate on the task at hand. I thought I clicked the button. Of course, we do not need to wait for Sid's analysis to tell us whose combat data was used on this occasion. It galls me to think that my techniques and strategies could be so closely replicated. Nevertheless, the observations I made during the battle may yet prove useful. As a matter of fact, that was not the only information I was able to gather. Sorry, his voice was like this, but that's not how he's got a deep voice. I can't do it. I intercepted a signal that revealed the troops stationed here were permitted to withdraw, seemingly in return for assisting the 7th Legion. They must have known that the Alliance would follow the Emerald weapon here sooner or later and made good their escape. Meaning the way is now clear for Sid to inspect the War Machina's remains. Cutscene. Shark bait. Ooh-ha-ha. Cutscene. Ooh-ha-ha. Sid shows up with Val and Serena? We got here as soon as we could. Not that we could have done anything to prevent this tragedy. From what we know, it seems that the Emerald weapon was ilm for ilm a great deal more powerful than the previous 2. If this is allowed to continue, who knows what sort of monstrosity the 7th Legion will conceive next. Nevertheless, Mercy has once again proven herself capable of overcoming the worst the Empire has at its disposal. You may be relieved to hear that the Castrum Occidens was free of anything resembling a weapon. Unfortunately, it was also devoid of any useful leads, and we came away empty-handed. In all honesty, part of me wishes we had never found the Emerald weapon. Perhaps then, Rex would not have been forced to make the ultimate sacrifice. I only hope that he is finally at peace. We will do what we can to spare others from sharing his fate. I and the Ironworks will search this place from top to bottom for clues as to the 7th Legion's plans. Severa, that's what it was. Before that, allow me to sweep the area for booby traps and the like. I would not put it past the Imperials to have left a few surprises for us. Agreed. I'll go with you, says Val. With that in mind, I'll begin my examination of the Emerald weapon. Carefully, that is. Obviously I had to meet an item level requirement for this fight. I think it was 485, and I was 470 something, 460 something. So I bought a head from a 530 head from the Crystarium. We have a headache flashback. Allie, they're all standing around the Emerald weapon in its circular arena, and Allie, Alfonse, and Rex are here. Alfonse, you knew all this time, didn't you? Melisandria and Recon too? Everyone except me? Alexandria, sorry. Alfonse looks down to the left a little bit. And you, Rex? Yes, that's what the synthetic Aurosite system is. The fusion between pilot and core is the key to Oversoul. And unless we use it, we don't have a chance of beating Father's newfound friends. They stand between us and the Primals, without which the weapons will never reach their full potential. We thought that if you knew the truth about Oversoul, you'd try to stop us. Of course I would, but what I don't understand is why all of you are so willing to give your lives for the weapon project. What is it all for? It all began the day Father left. Without his guidance, his protection, the Garleans lost any respect they once had for us. But their cruelty pales in comparison to Valen's. To him, conscripts like us are expendable commodities, an endless supply of test subjects for his twisted experiments. But no matter what they do to us, we will never lose hope. If it is the duty of the strong to lead the weak, we will become strong and protect those who cannot protect themselves. The weapon project will give us the strength we need. We will create a world where people like us can live without fear of persecution. Just remember, all of these people have like that kind of protrusion from their heads that kind of looks like horns, but also kind of, it's like scaled, more like the scales you would see on a fish, which is why I often say like kind of fishy coral, but it's like fish scales. More that than dragon scales, in my opinion. We want to see this world new. We want to see this new world. We want you to see this new world for yourself, Allie, even if we must give our lives to make it a reality. But why me? The years spent serving the Empire have changed us all, except you, Allie. Even after everything you've seen, you're still the caring, innocent girl we grew up with. More than any of us, you deserve a chance at happiness. That's what we all agreed. Allie, listen to me. Right now, the soldiers assigned to watch over us have been called away to the capital. Now is our chance to get you out of here. Then why don't you come with me? If Alfonse and I were to run away now, they'd only force others to take our place. We can't let that happen. This is our way of upholding the ideals Father instilled in us. Our lives are a small price to pay for Wurlit's freedom. I can't do Rex's voice justice, although I don't know what it actually sounds like in the game. I was trying to make him more flippant and more carefree. No, how can you expect me to leave you behind? I won't do it. Alfonse and Rex just look at her. Alfonse takes a couple steps. 3, 2, starts to rest a hand on her shoulder, but decides against it apparently. Looks up and over her shoulder, away from her. We will forever be at your side, Allie. He smiles at her. Turns. Rex, take her to the holding cells. He grabs her by the wrist and drags her. No! Let me go! Alfonse just keeps looking at the emerald weapon away from her being dragged. We are back. Well, we're still on Alfonse with Rex rejoining him. So, win or lose, the plan is to hand over the Castrum to Father, is that right? Alfonse nods. Yes, they'll take Allie into their custody before the Garleans return, while you will be free to pilot the emerald weapon without her interfering. We can't let her hinder the completion of the weapon project. Rex smiles. I'm counting on you, Alfonse. Don't let our sacrifices be in vain. He's smiling, knowing what he's about to do. Rex, have you forgotten what I told you? You mustn't use Oversoul. I can't lose you too. We both know I can't win without it. Besides, we need the combat data of the emerald weapon fighting at its peak if we're to have any chance of perfecting the synthetic orosite system. You know I'm not the sort to do things by halves. Forgive me, Rex. Rex runs in front of him. Don't you worry about me. If this is where I meet my end, I'll do it with a smile on my face. The rest is up to you, Alfonse. Alfonse, with a bowed head, nods to him. And we are back to present. Do I get a chance to share my headache vision with Gaius soon here? They found Allie, Val, and Severa, there we go. This is the girl you spoke of, yes? She was locked in a cell, but I saw no harm in letting her out. I can't say for certain, but it seems she's been through quite an ordeal. She runs to the edge of the platform to see the emerald weapon down, covers most of her face in her hands, eyes start to water. No! She sinks to her knees, head bowed. Why, Rex? Why? Gaius, once we've extracted the core, we'll take it back to Terrancliff for analysis, says Sid, if you hadn't noticed. Perhaps she should come with us? There's no use in her staying here. Gaius nods. His back is to Sid, still staring at the emerald weapon. And a little bit at Allie now that she's in his line of sight. Or almost mostly at Allie at this point. She's still knees down, head down, sobbing. Having lost yet another quote-unquote sibling. I'll speak to Gaius here. Severa is taking care of Allie, but it may be some time until her nerves have settled. If the vision you witnessed is indeed true, Alfonse and Rex locked her away for her own safety. When she is ready, I would know more of what her brother hopes to achieve and why he must resort to such desperate measures. Cutscene. Severa comes up. Allie's condition has improved somewhat, but she remains in a state of shock. We must give her more time to recover. There was one other thing that I thought you should know. When we checked her for injuries, we saw that her back is covered in welts and bruises. Who did this to her? It seems she was subjected to beatings on a regular basis, judging by the varied stages of bruising. I dare say this was the work of her Garlean masters. You can't see my face, stupid cowl. You speak as though you have seen this before. Seen? I've lived through it myself. We have a black screen as we look back. I was born in Weirlet, 23 summers past. We see a girl with her hands behind her back, a mother behind her, some Imperial soldiers in front of both of them, but they're all just like talking to each other, standing guard, not looking at her. My mother was a local woman, but my father was a pure-blooded Garlean and a member of the occupying forces. We see a young but older than the first scene, Severa, saluting, giving the Imperial salute. Though I know little about him, his rank afforded me Imperial citizenship. His acknowledgement of our familial ties was the extent of the responsibility he took for bringing me into this world. Still, it is more than can be said for most of his ilk. My mother and I were shunned by the people of Weirlet, who treated us as badly as the Garleans did, if not worse. I thought that if I were to become an Imperial soldier, my position might somehow deter those who would cast scorn on my mother, if only out of fear, and so I joined the army. The acceptance I earned was but temporary, however, and my superiors were quick to blame any perceived shortcomings on my savage lineage. Rather than waste time on official court-martials, they administered their own form of corporal punishment. Blah. We see like her kind of nursing a shoulder as she's walking away from a castle. I was eventually assigned to the 12th Legion and fought under Xenos yea Galvus in Alamigo. In the chaos that followed our defeat, I seized the opportunity to flee to Weirlet. While it was never much of a home, it was all I had. But nothing could prepare me for what awaited. She's crying before some Imperial soldiers. My mother had for many years suffered from poor health and and her mother's on the ground in front of her, shit. Relied on medicine to keep her alive. In my absence, the Garleans had denied her treatment, claiming that it would be wasted on savages. By the time I could return to her side, there was naught I could do. There was nothing left for me in Weirlet. I would be punished for desertion if the Imperials discovered the reason for my return, and I was never accepted by my so-called countrymen to begin with. We're back to present now. I ran as far as my legs could carry me. It was then that I met Gaius. So that is the truth of it. Other than a few scant details, I knew naught of your past. It sickens me to think that I once fought under the same banner as such vile creatures. I had always believed it to be the duty of the strong to lead the weak, yet there are those who become drunk on the power afforded by their station and prey on the ones they should protect. Like a canker, this corruption has spread to every part of the Empire. Even those with Garlean blood, such as myself, are subjected to their cruelty. They hold particular contempt for the Ara. That's what their fucking names are. The Ara. I'm not going to remember that, but I'm going to try. Ara. An easy target for abuse being so few in number. Perhaps, like me, Allie thought she would be spared such treatment once she joined the army. Alas. Ara. They're a playable race if you bought that particular expansion, which I think I have now, but you have to get to a certain level as well on one of your characters to be able to create an aura. Gaius is silent for now, sorry. I only hope that with time, Allie can put the past behind her and make a new life for herself. But for now, all I can do is wait for her delirium to subside. It is Valdealin's turn to keep watch. Let us ask him if there has been any change. Some nods go around. I can't mount here, right? Yeah. Valdealin, speaking with Gaius and Severa. I suppose you're here to ask about Ali. Is she well enough to speak with us? As her condition has improved somewhat, I would say so, provided you do not cause her any undue stress. Wait here. He walks into a building. Black screen for a second. Cutscene, I think. Yep. He walks out with Ali. Ara. Or Ara. She looks down after seeing Gaius' face for a second. Ali, I am sorry. What happened to Rex? It was my fault. Melisandre and Recon too. They died because of me and my foolish ambitions. She looks up at him. Father, no. This cannot go on. Please, Ali, you must tell me all you know. She looks down again. Silent. Of course. First, I need to know what became of you and your siblings after we were parted. So much has happened, it seems like a lifetime ago. After your disappearance, we were all assigned to the newly reformed 7th Legion. And the screen goes dark. We have flashback sepia scene. At first, each legatus was quickly replaced by the next until eventually a man named Valens van Vara was given command. He was sent from the capital, but before that he was a specialist in experimental magitech weaponry. We later discovered that he was ordered by Emperor Varus to complete a project involving anti-primal war machina, the weapons. But after the Emperor's death, he was free to employ whatever methods he saw fit, and his greed for power only grew. We see all the war machina we have fought so far. I see Ruby, Emerald, and what was the Sapphire? The kind of squid-looking one. Some even say he is planning to use the power of the weapons to lay claim to the throne. And we see Valen's like arms spread, like grandiose posture in front of all these weapons. Like, oh yes, you know. But I think there's another reason for his obsession with the weapon project. Not that he'd ever tell anyone, but he's always muttering to himself, and I've been able to put the pieces together. He's jealous of you, Father. Screen goes black. We're back to present. Valens van Varo. I must admit, it was only recently that I first heard that name. Valens used his knowledge of magitech to devise various military strategies. He was given a position in the army and quickly rose through the ranks. That was until one man stood in his way. You, Father. He was one of the candidates to lead the new 14th Legion, but that role fell to you. After that, he was assigned to serve under the far more gifted engineer, Nero, who was in charge of restoring the Ultima weapon. Valens has resented you ever since, going so far as to oppose the ideals you upheld, where you treated those who served the Empire based on merit rather than on their race or origin. Valens is adamant that pure-blooded Garleans are superior to all others. It never ceases to amaze me how far some will go in the name of revenge. All that hatred festering away, nothing good could ever come of it, says Severa. Val looks down, silent. So the marks on your body are his handiwork? She looks down for a second, too. Yes. To Valens and his men, we are no more than fodder for his experiments, playthings on which they can vent their frustrations. Every day is filled with nothing but pain. If I had remained in Garlemald, you would never have been forced to endure this abuse. She shakes her head. It's not your fault, Father. We could have fled from Valens if we'd wanted to. After all, we're expendable and easily replaced. The truth is, that's exactly why we couldn't run. In saving ourselves, we would be condemning others, but if we were to stay, to see the weapon project to its completion, we would gain the power to defeat Valens, and then the Empire itself, freeing the world from its tyranny. Gaius looks a little shocked now. That way, we might start afresh and find a place we can call home, and not just for us, but for anyone who wishes to live in peace. You would give your lives for a future you may not yet live to see. She looks up at him and nods. We took courage from your teachings, Father. The strong must lead the weak, and we would gain that strength by whatever means necessary. We will fight for the sake of those who cannot. But we knew that you'd never consent to our participation in the weapon project, which is why we couldn't turn to you for help. As the pilots, we're the only ones who are able to stop Fallon's. We know just how powerful the weapons are. He would use them to bring the world to its knees. And his masterpiece is the worst of them all. Screen goes dark. If only I could get my hands on it, then I could save Alfonse and all of Wurlet. We didn't see anything, but we're back on present. Father, I know you and Alfonse stand on opposing sides of this conflict, but there must be some way you can help him. He may have called you our enemy before, but he never meant it. He still loves you, Father. You are everything he aspires to be. I have failed him. Failed you all. He nods. But I refuse to abandon him to his fate. I will free him from Valens if it is the last thing I do. She smiles at him. Thank you. He needs you, now more than ever. Sorry, it's a little touching. Listen, Ali, I once sought the strength to rebuild the world as I saw fit, but the ultimate weapon was born not to create, but to destroy. Alfonse must not follow in my footsteps. I know all too well where they lead. I will do all I can to help your brother. Pray, tell me where he is. I'm sorry, I don't know where he could be. In that case, I shall have the Alliance dispatch scouts. Wherever he is, we will find him. As for you, Ali, you must stay here and rest. She looks to me, I think? Wait, you're the one who fought Rex, Recon, and Melisandria, aren't you? I am... We're the ones who threatened your homeland. You only did what you had to do. She looks down to the right a bit. I have no right to ask this of you, but... Lend my father your strength. Save Alfonse. I nod. I know now why they call you hero. She looks up to the sky, closes her eyes. Alfonse, I'll do what I must to free you, even if it means going against father's wishes. But I have a good feeling about his new friend. That was like thoughts in her head, I think. Maybe I was hearing them, I'm not sure. We saw them on screen. Severa, see that she has everything she needs. Severa nods. Walks to her and they walk back in the building. Our allies must be informed of these troubling events. May I ask you to relay this news to the troops in Girabania? I nod. And off I am. Val, your loving father act may fool the others, Gaius, but not me. For every life you've saved, you've ended 1,000 more. Or is this your idea of redemption? Gaius looks down. Call it what you will. For all my transgressions, I believe I still have a part to play. He walks off. Val looks down to the left. Was I wrong to spare you that day, or will you honor your word? It seems the time has come for the Black Wolf to show his true colors. Saying that mostly to himself, but out loud so that we can see and hear. Valdalen. Alright. Porta Pretoria. 100 gil. Oh, you're breaking the bank for me here. Now we're cool. That was a fun fight, even with people that, I got to be the one that people stacked on when they didn't know what to do. So that was cool. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. Hell yeah. Hey, DJ, bring that back. I'm going to make some salmon here in a second. Resistance officer to turn it in. We recently received word of your victory over the Emerald Weapon. I expect it was another fine display on your part. Not that any of us were there to see it. For that reason, we'd be grateful if you could give us a blow-by-blow account, if you wouldn't mind. And we do just that. Good grief, it sounds like you had an awful lot to contend with. Rather you than me. I shall add this to our ever-growing stack of reports, should anyone wish to review this information ahead of the next sortie. Now, if I may say so, it looks like your ordeals have taken their toll. We'll let you know if anything requires your attention, but until then, be sure to get some rest. Blood of Emerald is complete. video is longer than I thought it'd be, but a couple wipes will do that. Cutscene before it's finally over. Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion's correction chamber, Valens is taking it to Alfonse, isn't he? There's a soldier at a desk writing, quill and paper. Seems to be a jail cell, or the door to the jail. 3 weapons, 3 pitiful displays of ineptitude, says Valens in his full armor. Ah! Says Alfonse. In full armor, he walks back to where Alfonse is being touched, scalded by like flat irons that are in a forge like area. To make matters worse, one of my prime candidates, your precious sister, no less, has escaped. One of the kids puts fire to him again. He's forcing kids to torture this man. And who should she go crawling to but that swine Gaius? After everything I've done for her, and this is how she repays me? As her older brother, it's your responsibility to instill some discipline in her, and you failed miserably. Once more, child. This Aura child hesitates. He doesn't want to do it. Well, don't just stand there, boy. He still hesitates, but... Oh, of course, it's your first time, isn't it? Come along, there's no need to be shy. No need to be shy. He walks over to a barrel. Oh, takes off his helmet. Oh, and his entire chest armor as well. He's Aura as well. Oh, no, sorry. Just a stern-faced human with really crappy hair. Crappy brown hair. Alfonse makes a fist. But this man, Valens, smiling, walks to the boy, the Aura boy, who looks a little bit scared. You see, something wicked has taken hold of this young man, and it's our job to cleanse his troubled spirit. It may look painful, but it's the only way, I assure you. He'll be ever so grateful, and you want him to get better, don't you? He has, leaned his face into the boy's face. There's a good boy. Now, let's try again, shall we? Claps his hands. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. He looks over to an Ellison boy. And another Ellison boy. And they... Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad, says the other boys. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. The Aura boy takes some steps forward as he continues to chant. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. And the Aura boy puts the fire iron to Alfonse. Gah! The Imperial soldier outside pauses for a second in his writing, but continues. Alfonse drops to his knees and his hands as Valens claps like a moron. Well done. You've all made Father proud. Very proud indeed. The Aura boy is smiling at him. He smiles and nods back. As for you, I thought you were a cut above the rest of the savages, but it appears I was mistaken. And since you allowed that wretched sister of yours to escape, it falls to you to act as her replacement. I choose you as the next pilot, and your mission is simple. Kill Gaius van Belsar, whatever it takes. And if you so much as entertain the idea of betraying me again, I'll exterminate every last one of your kind. There are 2 Aura boys in here. Like the vermin they are. He's got this crazy face on. Don't like it at all. Alfonse looks at him with hatred and what's the thing where he wants to revolution in his eyes? Having said that, we will be forcibly initiating Oversoul using Xenos' combat data, so whatever schemes you may be hatching will never come to pass. All you need to do is sit back and let the synthetic Orosite system do the work, with you as its conduit. You should thank me for allowing you to become part of my masterpiece. Your worthless existence will finally have some semblance of meaning. Alfonse is still gritting his teeth angry, but he falls to the ground, passing out from the pain, exhaustion probably. Valens and the boys walk out. Lord Valens, preparations for the Oversoul trial are complete. We await your orders, says his second in command in full Imperial outfit gear. Splendid. There's never a dull moment around here. His armor has like a bunch of like teeth like at the waistline. It's kind of weird. Like, or maybe like really sharp diamond kind of shapes, like, you know. Now then, boys, who'd like to see something special? The boys look to each other. Come along, everyone. Father has secrets to share with you. He gives a weird smile again, but not like that crazy smile, just a smile not to be trusted. Second in command watches all the boys and Valens go. Looks toward the cell door, it's open. Looks inside at the passed out Alfonse. Alfonse stirs onto his back, but still seems passed out. Door closes. Cutscene over. Or dark for now, at least. I don't know. We hear dripping. We see Alfonse on his back. In the cell. His mouth opens a little bit. Maybe breathing, maybe waking up. This is my chance, and it's all thanks to the sacrifices made by my dear siblings. Finally, the weapon will be mine to command. Once it has reached perfection, I will be unstoppable. First Valens, then the Empire itself will fall, and we will be free at last. Father, keep Allie safe. Opens his eyes. We kind of see the reflection of a weapon, although Lysandia, Recon, Rex, I'll see this through to the end, I promise. Please stop doing these text boxes that are like timed. Until then, watch over me. Let me click. Let me read it out loud and click. Please, Square Enix, stop it. There's no point. We see Valens and the kids walking into a large metallic, mechanical chamber through really, really tall metal doors. He looks at the kids. Smiles. So, is it ready or not? The trial sequence has been primed, sir. Then get on with it. We see like this chamber, this big metallic chamber. Initiating synthetic Orosite system, loading diamond weapon simulation. Ooh, diamond weapon. That sounds familiar. Sorry. There's a man inside this chamber who seems worried. What's going on? Whirlit pilot says. You're helping us with a little research is all, whatever your name is. The time has come for you to contribute to the glory of Garlemald. This isn't what we agreed to. You said that if I took part in the experiment, you'd let my family go. His wife and daughter are here, scared. Valens nods and looks stern. You have Xenos' data loaded, yes? Activate Oversoul and be quick about it. Understood, Lord Valens, says a woman engineer at the controls. Galvus combat sample ready. Initiating organic core override. Screens go red, like holograph screens. The apparatus has like a red window system now. You see electricity roiling. This is the pilot inside. Sorry, all these voices are... My mind is... No, if this is what it takes to protect you both, I love you. I'm so sorry. Like it's red inside, flashing his body starts to like grow and expand, and we have this green weird energy flash and the white screen for a second. Now electricity is like subsided. We still see red coming through the windows of this kind of spherical, like an ovular sphere. Where is my prey? Says the Whirlet pilot inside. We can't see him yet. Organic core overwrite complete. Xenocia Galvus data loaded. This subject is instinctively bound to seek out prey right from the outset. Regardless of the combat prowess it may boost, I need an obedient servant, not a ravenous beast. Enough. Shut it down. Deactivating synthetic orosite system. This is the scientist at the control panel. The screens go back to like a neutral purple. There's a light blue coming from the machine once again. The locks holding the door shut open, and this like watery looking arm protrudes out, as does a lot of water. How revolting, and what a mess it makes of the cockpit, says Valens, covering his face with his data pad. Adjust the settings and prepare for another run. Fortunately, we have the next test subject ready and waiting. He looks over to the mother, I'm assuming. Who looks like she's pissed and wants to beat his ass. But sir, you agreed to release his family in exchange for his cooperation, says the engineer at the controls. He's like crazy face stumbling around his laughter. My, I never knew you had such a wonderful sense of humor. The great Valens Van Varo bargaining with savages. More fool him for trusting me in the first place. The engineer looks a little bit taken aback, but not relinquishing her post, not arguing any further. Screen goes dark slowly. On top of this, we'll talk to the War Machina fanatic just to get that out of the way. Of late, all I can think about is weapons, weapons, weapons. I channel this passion into crafting homages of my favorite War Machina, which is more than a mere hobby. It is the wind in my sails. We'll do the emerald weapon. Why, yes, of course. Just a moment, please. Cutscene. Or at least the screen goes dark, but I think there's going to be a cutscene here. Oof, gods be good. This thing weighs a tons. Perhaps I should have used lighter materials. We do see the upper body with some floating hands. There's 6 floating hands somehow. They're like invisible rods holding them in place, but like we see the upper torso, like the wings that are like thick shoulder kind of wings, like shoulder pads on wings kind of thing. So, what do you think? It is every bit as terrifying. Is it every bit as terrifying as the foe you faced? Behold the malevolent Malachite marauder, the vicious Viridian villain, the Jumentus Jade Giant. Actually, perhaps not the last one. Anyway, it's the Emerald Weapon! I assure you, I spared no expense in making it as true to life, so to speak, as possible. The floating hands are interesting. Like clawed hands, like armored clawed hands, the same color as the Emerald Weapon. The information we received regarding its design revealed several startling details. Perhaps most surprising of all were the free-floating manipulators, or hands if you prefer, which allowed it to attack from multiple angles simultaneously. We even learned that their positioning was based on tactics used by Gaius himself when he led the Imperial invasion of Whirlet. By surrounding the Empire, they are able to bombard it from all sides while keeping it pinned down. He goes on to explain some more, which we don't see. We shake our head, kind of like nursing a headache. Not only that, but the Emerald Weapon was able to perfectly replicate Gaius' renowned Terminus Est gunblade technique, though on a much larger scale. I wish I could have been there to see it for myself. Oh, you're so lucky. Yeah. Goodness me. All this talking has made me rather parched. He's like, what? Like, shake your head, raise your arms, like, what? The data cube behind him floating. But before I pour myself a nice glass of local Arak, I think it's time for us to fire up the real virtuality combat simulation experienceinator to see what wonders it can conjure. We'll get extreme mode. Anything could happen, so don't say I didn't warn you. cube gleams and rotates a little bit like on its horizontal axis, like a cut in half kind of rotation. Extreme Emerald Weapon is going to be unlocked here in a second. Castrum, Marinum, Extreme. I can't imagine what that fight's like, but it must be fucking fun, because regular was fun as shit. Okay, cool. Video is going to be over in a second. So there's going to be a link in the description to my Google Doc PowerPoint. And each slide is an item on Amazon that I recommend because I either purchased it once and it lasts and it's awesome, or I purchase them repeatedly when I run out of particular stock. There's going to be a link on every slide to each item. If you purchase an item with a link on that slide, I will get a small cut. Pretty much just if there are items you want to try out, like the Slim Fast protein shake for an after workout thing, it's delicious in the morning, or Stash chai spice, which is delicious tea. I don't have Metamucil on there, but I could probably add that as a thing because, you know, people gotta stay regular. But anyway, I hope you enjoy. If you do end up purchasing something, it benefits me just a tiny bit. This isn't for fun. This isn't for money. It's for fun. But hey, money never hurts. I will see you next time in the next video. I'm gonna make some salmon now. Bye.